Well, hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Monday night iBUG Buzz Call. My name is Brad Snyder. I am your host for tonight's call. This is January 12th, 2026, and this is Buzz Call number 717. The iBUG Buzz is an open forum where we talk about all things in the iOS universe. Means we'll talk about iPhones, iPads, Apple Watches, Apple TV, Arlene's new iPhone. We'll talk about peripherals such as headphones, Apple. We love AirPods. I forgot to mention those. We'll talk about apps and cases, all kinds of things that have to do with iOS. We don't talk about other Apple devices. We have other calls for some of those, and we don't talk about wearables. I'll get to that in a minute, but we have a call all about wearables. So anyway, we keep it to the iOS. This is a caller-driven program. You guys ask the questions, and you guys answer questions that are posed by other participants. Okay, let's see. What's going on here in the the iBUG world coming up this week. Obviously, tonight we're doing the iBUG Buzz Call. Tomorrow night is the second Tuesday of the month, and that means we're doing the Mini Buzz. And that's at 5 o'clock Central Time here in this very same Zoom room. That's when you get to ask your questions and talk about wearables, such things as the MetaFrame glasses and any other glasses or other things of that nature. We have a separate call where we try to keep it all about the wearables. So that's on second Tuesday, which is tomorrow, 5 to 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time here in this same Zoom room. We have nothing on Wednesday this week. Thursday is the third Thursday. We got a split week here. So that means we'll be doing Trekkie Talk because it's the third Thursday. When we get a chance to unmute, I'm sure if Jody's here, she will tell us what we're watching for this call because I can't keep up with it. So Jody will let us know that information when she gets a chance. Friday, of course, is the iBUG Audio Described Friday Night Movie. We'll have the big reveal here at the halftime of this call, about 8 o'clock or a little after tonight. The fun on the Audio Described Movie, the fun gets started 7:50. We doing it at 7 now, I think? 7 for the pre-movie social time. Lots of argle-bargle, lots of name that tune, maybe a joke or two, and probably some other nonsense in there as well. And the movie will get started at 8 o'clock p.m. It will be followed by after-movie discussion and what we, I guess now we're calling the iBUG Trivia Buzz. I believe it is taking on a life of its own. So that's Friday night. And again, the big reveal at the halfway point of this show. We're off this weekend because we just had the cafe yesterday. So we'll give you this weekend off, and then we'll be back next Monday for another installment of the Monday Night Buzz. Now, if you have trouble keeping up with all that, the one place you need to or should want to go is our website. It is ibugtoday.com. And you can find out all about all of our calls, all of our events. We have too many to keep track of, but they're all there on the website. We also have a plethora of social media that you might want to, again, too numerous to mention here, but there's a lot of it. And if you're a social media person, you can take advantage of our social media options. We also have a mentoring program, and you can find out about the mentoring program, and you can sign up to either be a mentee and receive help, or if you are pretty good at your iOS knowledge, you might want to fill out the form to be considered as a mentor. So it's all right there on our website, ibugtoday.com. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead to open it up and let you guys take the opportunity to unmute yourself, tell us your name, tell us where you're joining us from this evening, and keep it clean, of course. And if you're new to iBUG or if you're new to this call, let us know and we'll give you a shout out on that. So here's how it's done. Just like this. My name is Brad, and I'm in Dallas, Texas.
This is Jody, and I'm in New Hampshire, and the Trekkie Talk will be Voyager Season 3, Episodes 7, 8, and 9.
7, 8, and 9. 3 episodes.
Well, it's a two-parter, so...
Very good.
8 and 9 is a two-parter.
All righty. Thank you, Jody. Awesome. So there you go.
This is Terry from a very clean Arlington Heights, Illinois.
Very good.
This is John from Austin.
Oh, welcome.
This is Betty from, of course it's clean, Boulder, Colorado.
Very clean, yes. Welcome, Betty.
This is Robert from College Station, Texas, where 80,000 students have invaded our town.
Who is not clean.
Not clean at all.
Not clean. Well, depends on what you mean. But anyway, welcome, Robert. And stay away from Target this week, right? Anyway,
this is Ed in not very warm Georgetown, Ontario, Canada.
All righty. Thank you, Ed.
Yes.
Gary in Austin.
Gary.
Also in not very warm Ontario.
Awesome. Welcome.
Randy, North Carolina.
Welcome.
This is Joe.
Desi in Franklin, Tennessee.
Welcome, Desi. I heard somebody off in the distance right before Desi.
This is Joe from Norman, Oklahoma.
Okay, Joe, you're a long way from your microphone. You might get a little closer.
All right. Thank you.
We can hear you better. Anyway, go ahead. Who's next?
Ledon from Garland, Texas.
Okay, Ledon, and I heard Ned. Very good. And who else did we have?
Dan from Southern California.
Dan, welcome.
Sarah in Vermont.
Hey, Sarah, welcome.
Hi, Brad.
Welcome, Julie.
Arlene behind the steel curtain.
All right, Arlene, welcome.
Thank you.
Brian from Ontario.
Welcome, Brian.
Ray from Reno.
Welcome.
Aline from Woodstock, New York.
Welcome, Aline.
Valencia from Maryland.
Hey, Val. Welcome.
Vincent in New Jersey.
Welcome.
Cindy from Alaska.
Welcome, Cindy.
Cheryl, Ohio.
Hey, Cheryl. Welcome. Anybody else?
Deb from Kansas.
Okay, Deb. Welcome.
Thanks, Brad.
And I'm waiting on the caboose. She's always last. Unless she's just muted. There she is. Okay, welcome, Sandhya. Wouldn't be the same without you, of course. Anyway, all right, folks. Anybody else that didn't get a chance, we'll do this again at the halfway point for anyone who joins us late or didn't get a chance to say hello this time around. Okay, you know how it's done? We're going to let you guys ask questions and you guys answer questions. Try not to try to limit your questions to maybe 2, maybe 3 at the most an hour. Same thing when you're answering. Try to give other people an opportunity. We do not use raised hands. What we do is we ask you to state your name, and then try not to talk on top of other people, and be patient, and I will acknowledge you. So let's go ahead and get it started. Who wants to be our first question of the night? Nobody wants to go first. Well, we'll just wait.
This is Desi.
Desi. All right. Somebody
Hey, Brad.
Go ahead.
I have been a user of TuneIn Radio, the iOS app, for many years. But yesterday, and I haven't, I use it to listen to stuff, and I've added favorites a long time ago, and I haven't really added a lot of things lately. And yesterday, I went in there, and I was able to search and find a station that I wanted, but I could not find anywhere where it said add to favorites. So I'm just curious to know if anybody has done this more recently than obviously I have.
All right. We have any TuneIn users out there?
Gary,
take it.
I think there may be a more button there. That's where that is now. It's hard to find it. But I think last time I put a favorite in there, I had to go into more and do it.
Okay, I'll check for that. Thanks.
Hopefully that'll work.
Any idea where on the screen that is, Gary? Upper right corner? Left?
When you're listening to the station, I think it's before the song title and all that. I'm not sure. I'd have to do it.
It's okay. I'll look around for it.
Start
Thanks,
at the
Gary.
upper left and start swiping left to right. And
as one does.
Yeah. We can come back and tell us where you found it later.
Yep.
All right. Thank you,
know.
Gary. Thank you, Desi. Okay, who's got our next question? We're off to a hot start. Don't be shy, folks.
Arlene.
Hi.
Tell us about that new iPhone.
Okay. I'm real excited. At the Verizon store, they called my 7 a dinosaur.
Okay.
And I got, it does not have a home button. I can't remember what it is. I think there's an SE3.
That has a home button.
Okay, that isn't what I got.
Does it have a big bar on the back?
I don't know.
If it doesn't, it's probably a 16E.
That's what it is. It's a 16E. And I don't have it yet because they didn't have it in the store, so they had to order it, and I will get it sometime this week. So I just wanted to let everybody know I'm no longer using a 7, and I beat any, I think, in getting, we were the last 2 holdouts, I think, for the home button, or homeless, as Michael called us.
Well, I think Jody's got a home button iPhone, and there's got quite a few, I think. The silent minority, I think, is what we'll call them. Well, very good. That's exciting. Congratulations.
Yes. So next week I'll be back with questions.
All right. I'm sure you will. All right. Well, thanks for that report.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? New device? Questions? Hopefully questions?
This is Jody.
Jody, go ahead.
Yeah, congratulations, Arlene. That's that. And I also wanted to make a quick comment. You know, a lot of apps are moving buttons that used to be at the top to the bottom, and I just thought Desi might check the bottom right because that's where a lot of things have been moved that used to be at the top right. And then I also wanted to comment. There's an app called ScribeMe, and it's very similar to Orion and a lot of other new apps like that. And it's got a new start, and they did comment, though, that when it rolls out, it's going to have a limited use that's free, and then if you use it more than whatever their limit is, then it's a paid app. So that's going to be a change from the original description of it. I just thought I'd comment about that.
And that's called
ScribeMe.
ScribeMe. Cool.
Yes,
okay.
And you can get the app now and try it out. It is a nice app. It's kind of similar to Orion, but it will become a paid app, and it might also become available on the unmentionable frames.
All right, on the unmentionable frame. Okay, we could talk about that tomorrow afternoon then.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Jody. Who's next? Who's got a question for us? Or an app tip?
It's Betty.
Betty, go ahead.
Well, there was a long discussion at one point about battery and the proper methods of charging things, etc. And I noticed when I plug in my Apple Watch, it charges really quickly. The phone, I usually just, when I feel like plugging it in, I plug it in. And I hope I'm not doing any harm by just letting it go to 100%, or, maybe it's 40%. I plug it in just to have enough power to do what I want when I want. So that's a not very precise question.
What is the question? I'm sorry.
The question is something about. I was hearing a lot of talk about maximizing batteries,
Okay,
etc.
maximizing the battery.
Cycles of batteries, and does it matter that much? And perhaps I should pay
that's
attention.
one of those things where everybody's got an opinion, and I know that's why it's so confusing. We've heard that. Anybody care to share wisdom with Betty on how, taking care of her iPhone and keeping her battery optimized?
This is Dan.
I heard Dan, and then I heard somebody else, and let's take Dan, and then we'll see who the other one was. Go ahead, Dan.
I was just saying that I would suggest that to Betty that you check out the iBUG Cafe. I don't know what the number is. Maybe Sri will come on, but they did a nice little iBUG Cafe presentation about batteries and how to use them and all the factors related to what you're talking about.
Okay.
Thank you. Does that, excuse me, it's Betty again.
Mm-hmm.
Does that also extend to the watch, or is that a different animal?
It's kind of the same. It's a smaller device, so it's got a smaller battery, but I just put my watch on the charger every night. Don't worry about it. Same thing with my iPhone.
This is Robert.
Charges overnight and all that. Let's see, Robert, I heard someone else, right? It's Dan. Was that, I don't know if that was you. Sounded
Wasn't
like,
me.
This is Ned.
Was it you, Ned?
No, it wasn't me.
Okay, it sounded like a female voice. So if you're out there, if not, we'll go to Robert and then Ned. Let's go to Robert first.
Yeah, I'm like you, Brad. I don't get real caught up in worrying about the battery, but it kind of depends on how long you plan to keep your phone or your watch. If you're a person who keeps it for as many years as it will last, then you may want to be more concerned about getting as many years out of your battery as you can. But if you're someone who trades your phone in every 2 or 3 years, like I do, I don't worry much about it.
Yeah, me either. I get a new phone about every 2 years or sooner, so I don't even pay any attention to it.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go to Ned. How about it, Ned?
Yes. I just want to say that last week Maria did an iBUG bite on the battery health on that.
She sure did.
So check out episode 716 of the iBUG Buzz.
Very good.
Very
good. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Ed.
Yeah. Well, I heard. Did I hear our female voice from before?
Yeah, it was Joe. I got
okay. Let's do
cut
Joe,
out.
and then we'll go to Ed. Go ahead, Joe.
Go ahead, Joe. Yeah.
Well, I was just going to say you can also check the if you go into the battery settings, Apple has quite a bit of information that explains a lot of that as well.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Go ahead, Ed. Take it.
Yeah. It describes in there that the battery life, it's got like 1,000 cycles, 1,000 charges. If you go in and you don't charge, say you only charge it up to 75%, that's still a cycle, is it not?
I'm not really sure. It's very confusing. That's why I just don't even worry about it.
Yeah, it doesn't really describe that, but like past experience tells me that if you have a battery and it's got 100% charge and you use it until it goes down to 30% or 20% or whatever, and you charge it and it goes up to 100, that's one charge. And also if you just let it go down to 40 or 50% and you charge it up to 100%, well, that's one charge also. Well, you're only good for 1,000 cycles, 1,000 charge cycles. So you can read into that what you want, but
I agree.
This is Ned.
Okay, Ned, and then we'll move on.
Yes, last week Pete mentioned cycling, that if you only charge it to 75, the next time you charge it, when it gets to 100, like when it does the first 25, it would rack up 100. So he mentioned that in his explanation, that it's always keeping track of when it reaches 100. So it's kind of an ongoing thing.
Yep. Alrighty. It's definitely an enigma for sure. And, if you're going to keep your iPhone a long time, I think Sri was talking about after about 2 years and your battery gets down below 80% of original capacity, your Apple Care can help defray the cost of replacing it, or like a lot of us, we're looking at getting a new phone by then anyway. So anyway, all right. The question will probably never be fully answered. So anyway, who's got a new question for us? Let's move along.
This is Helene.
Helene, go ahead.
I don't know why, but every Monday evening I have difficulty with my phone. I hear people speaking, and then the phone will just get quiet, and then I sort of try to move it into a different location a little bit, and then it will speak to me. I thought it was because I was wearing the glasses, but even them off, it in and out is I'm doing or something I can do to prevent this from happening so that it feels like it's not intermittent speech.
You're talking about when you're on this call, right?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't. Okay. Anybody got any ideas of what's going on with Helene? Obviously, you're on the Zoom app.
Yes.
And I would assume you're connected to your home's Wi-Fi.
Yes.
And anybody got any suggestions for a better Zoom connection for Helene?
This is Jody.
Go ahead, Jody.
Yeah, Helene, I just heard you cut in and out. It could be your Wi-Fi, and you might go into your cellular or your Zoom settings and turn cellular on for Zoom so that you use cellular and not Wi-Fi. And, of course, that's assuming you have unlimited cellular. Then it won't break up on you.
This is Helene.
Go ahead, Helene.
Can I ask where do I find the Zoom setting and be able to do that, what you just did?
This is Jody.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, go to settings and go to cellular.
Of course it's cutting in now.
Yeah. So you go to settings, go to cellular, and then there's a whole list of all your apps that you can give access to cellular, by tapping on them. And you go in there and go find Zoom, which will be at the bottom of the list, and then just turn cellular on for Zoom.
I think this is Brad. I believe there's a setting for this actually in Zoom.
Okay.
When you're not on a
there
call.
There might be, yep.
Yeah, I don't believe I've ever seen what you're talking about in cellular. But I know that if you go into Zoom and when you're not on a call, you have to do it when you're not on a call. Go into settings, which I think nowadays you have to go up to the upper left corner, and there is your name if you're signed in. And tap on it, and then one of the things you see in there is settings. And forgive me, they've changed it, and I rarely go in here. But it's a place where when you ask, it asks you how do you want to connect to a call, and you can connect on Wi-Fi or cellular or via a phone call, and you want Wi-Fi or cellular, and it will connect on whichever one. In other words, it uses data. Wi-Fi data or cellular data. And if you think you may be having switching from one to the other, you can always put your phone on airplane mode, and then it will only connect on Wi-Fi, or the other way around, turn off Wi-Fi and only connect on cellular, but you want to make sure you have an unlimited data plan with your carrier. But you might play with those and see if that helps. And I'm going to go look at that cellular settings on my iPhone to see if I see what Jody's talking about. I might have missed it. Go ahead, Ed.
Yeah, if possibly her signal is weak and her rotor, and what she could do is she could contact her whatever system she's on, and ask them to reboot the rotor if it has to be rebooted.
You can reboot it by
I know
unplugging.
my wife
it.
gets that done once in a while, and then she said she complained about it still again, and they sent us some of these puck-shaped things that are stuck into outlets around the house, and they're little amplifiers for signal, and we have very, very little problem with our phones now and our computers.
Yeah,
so maybe that would be a...
This is Brad. My wife will sometimes comment that she thinks the cellular, she's having trouble with the Wi-Fi in her computer in her office, and I will just unplug the Wi-Fi, the gateway internet, the AT&T box is what we have. I'll unplug it, give it about 15 seconds, and plug it back in, and that causes it to reboot. That might help you too. There's also a no, that's for cellular phone call. Never mind. I was saying cellular calling. Go ahead, Jody.
Yeah, the other thing too is we had an old box from Spectrum, and it was an antique, and we brought it back to Spectrum, and they gave us a new one, and more updated box, and then our signal was a lot better.
That too, because I've had AT&T tell me my box was old and they wanted to send me a new one, and it certainly made my Wi-Fi better.
This is Desi.
Okay, Desi, and then let's move on.
Okay, I was just going to say that I know you said you unplugged your router and then only left it for about 15 seconds, but I had an internet issue the other day, and when I called T-Mobile, which is my provider, they said to unplug it and leave it for 5 minutes and then plug it back in. And I did that, and everything was cleared up. So
that might
you might want to unplug for a while, Helene, and just let it sit for a while and then plug it back in, and maybe it'll work.
Yep. I also have a little button on the back of my AT&T box that resets it, and I don't even have to unplug it. But sometimes I do one, sometimes I do the other. Anyway, lots of things to try there, Helene, and see if try some of those and see if they help you out. Okay.
This is John.
John, you have a different topic?
No, I'd like
well, we want to move on. We've kind of beat this one, I think. Okay. So if you've got another topic, we'd do that. Or else let's take someone else and move along. New question, new topic.
This is Mary B.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi. I had an iPhone 8 for years, and I got a new iPhone 16e last May. Mm-hmm. And I also used Saro for descriptive movies when I had my iPhone 8. And Saro was transferred to my 16e, but I am not able to get the entertainment part section of Saro where the descriptive movies are, the descriptive video. And I've searched for it and just couldn't find it anywhere in it. I'm paying.
And you're signed in to the Saro app?
It looks like it because I get the I guess the home menu and okay. When I enter on things, it takes me to radio stations and different different information and all that.
And you pay for this service, correct?
Yes.
Okay, they're now called Numa Solutions. So I would suggest you, which is spelled like pneumonia, PNUNMA. Okay. And I would suggest you go to their website, and it's probably got a contact phone number. They have, customer service, and you might call them and explain the situation to them.
Okay, I got to write that down. That's
well, it used to be called Serotech,
Yes.
And you might even find it in the app. I'm not 100% sure. I have it, but I haven't looked at it in a long time. But the company is now called Pnuma Solutions. P-N-U-N-M-A. No, P-N-U-M-A. Pnuma.
Okay, P-N-U-M-A.
P like...
Yes.
Kind of like you spell pneumonia with a P.
Right.
P-N-U-N-M-A.
Okay.
Pnuma Solutions, and I believe it's .com.
Okay. All right.
This is Marie.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Marie.
Is there a free version of that? I just wonder if she hasn't signed in on the new phone.
That's what I asked.
She may not get her premium coverage.
Right. That's what I said. She thought she was signed in.
But I'm getting paid.
Right.
I mean, I'm paying for it. This is Mary. It is being automatically deducted.
Right, but that doesn't mean you're necessarily signed in. You said you got a new phone?
Yes.
And the apps may have transferred. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That makes you. That's why I said if you're having trouble and you can't find it, call their customer service and they can guide you as to what you need. Explain you got a new phone, your app's, transferred, or they're re-downloaded actually. But anyway, I suspect you have not signed into on the app, like Maria's saying.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
This is Desi.
Desi, yes.
I just wanted to say that Pnuma, I believe, is P-N-E-U-M-A.
Thank you, because I can't spell anymore.
Okay.
But yes.
So if you were looking for it the other way, you might not find it.
Yeah, thank you.
P-N-E-U-M-A.
P-N-E-U-M-A. Yeah, don't spell it like I spell it.
Okay.
I can't spell. I have to ask Iris how to spell things, and she spells better than I do, which is a sad commentary on my ability to spell. Okay, thank you, Desi. Okay, who's got a new question for us?
This is Dan.
Go ahead, Dan.
Okay, I have a question about ScribeMe, the app. According to the latest update, ScribeMe is supposed to describe YouTube videos as they're happening. You don't have to stop it or do anything like that. I cannot figure out how to do that. Apparently, though, according to ChatGPT, you're supposed to send the video to a TV screen and hit the live button in ScribeMe and point it at the TV screen, and that's how you do it. I'm not sure if that's really correct. So the bottom line is anybody actually getting ScribeMe to describe videos on YouTube? Also, this might be interesting for other people. I did get ScribeMe to describe what was on the TV screen. It's very sketchy, but it'll do it. But the bottom line is, my question is, how do you get ScribeMe to describe videos on YouTube?
And more importantly, how do you get YouTube on your TV? Maybe you have to show it on your computer screen and then point your phone at your computer screen. That would make sense.
That could be, right.
Good question. I've never heard of until, I think I've heard of it before, but I've never used it, so I don't know anything about it. Anybody out there using ScribeMe? I know Jody mentioned it earlier. So
this is Jody.
Go ahead. There she is.
I haven't used it for that purpose, but I think if you have a Fire Stick or if you have a Roku stick, then I think you can get a YouTube channel on, and that's how you can get it on the TV.
Okay, but this is Dan. But the bottom line is, you do have to get it on. You have to get a YouTube video onto the TV. You can't run them both simultaneous on the phone.
Right.
And you got to get it on the TV. Is that correct?
This is Jody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that the video, the ScribeMe has to actually see the video directly using the camera on your phone in order to see it. You can't do it like a screenshot.
Okay. So this is Dan. So you were talking about a Fire Stick. I'm not familiar with that. I know it's a Zoom product. That's all I know.
No, it's Amazon.
I mean, Amazon product, rather.
Mm-hmm.
This is Jody.
Go ahead, Jody.
Yeah, if you don't have cable and you want to stream TV on different channels and everything, you can get either a Roku stick or Fire Stick and connect it to your TV, and you can get a lot of channels that way.
Similar to an Apple TV.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this is Dan. So you can. The whole point is to get. I want to get YouTube videos onto the TV. I guess you have to do that. So with a Fire Stick, can you do that?
Yes. This is Jody.
Go ahead, Jody.
Yeah, if you've got the Fire Stick or or Roku, you can get the YouTube channel, and then you click on the YouTube channel on your TV, on the streaming service. So you with the streaming services, you can subscribe and get different channels or different apps. So basically, you've got a individual app for each of the channels you want to watch, whether it's YouTube or news channels or Paramount Plus or any of those. If you want to watch them on your TV, then that's how you can do it. If you don't have cable or cable TV.
This is Brad. I would think you'd be able also to bring up YouTube in your browser on your computer and then point your ScribeMe, your phone at your computer screen. Just so it's on a separate screen. You can't do it on your phone. That sounds
good point.
Like this is Dan. Yeah, thank you. I'll do that.
Okay,
I'll try that with the computer.
See what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And then so try that and see what happens. Okay, who's got a new question, new topic? Anybody? Exactly.
This is Cindy.
Go ahead, Cindy.
Yes, I asked about the lock screen last time, and actually an Apple accessibility person that could see had me turn off audio, sound, and voiceover. So when I went back and turned that back on, it stopped, and so now it just dims and doesn't lock. But I wondered, has anybody run into a clicking sound every time you swipe?
What do you mean every time you swipe?
Swipe left to right or right to left?
Well, yeah. On the home screen?
Yeah, pretty much everywhere. I think it does. Yeah. Is that normal? It didn't used to
I think
do that.
so. It clicks, and every time it lands on something new, like when I go icon to icon to icon, it makes a little sound. And then it makes a different sound when it goes from one row. When you go to the far right and it goes to the next row, it makes a little tone that tells me it's changed row. And when I go the other way, right to left, and so I go from the left end of a row to the right end of the row above it, it makes a different tone that tells me it's moving up. But yes, I get a little click when it goes icon to icon.
Okay, I just noticed it when I'm swiping. I don't know if it's only on the page with the icons. I don't think so. And it's when I first touch the screen, it seems, not when it's done swiping. But maybe I'm not listening well enough. But okay, well, so that's normal. I
think
that.
so.
Mrs. Joe?
Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, yes, it's supposed to do that.
Okay. Well,
but you can turn it off if you don't like it.
How do you turn it off?
It's a bit complicated.
Yeah.
I won't do it.
It's very complicated.
Never mind.
There's a way to go into your settings for voiceover and audio. Anyway, there's a way you can go in there and manage all the sounds. But like Joe said, it's complicated.
Yeah.
It's Robert.
Yeah, go ahead, Robert.
You can put a sounds item in your rotor. And when you turn the sounds off in the rotor, the system will no longer click when you flick from icon to icon.
But that turns off all voiceover sound effects. I think what Joe was referring to is there's a way to go in there and micromanage every little sound every voiceover sound effect. But yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Thank
right.
you.
Good point.
Yeah, thank you very much.
But there is a way to turn the voiceover sound effects off.
Yeah. Can I ask one other question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Since everybody's quiet. In Safari, what does it mean when it says landmark? Any idea?
Landmark is similar to a heading, and it's a type of heading. Then headings have a hierarchy. However, landmarks are just landmarks. Some websites have them, some don't. But it's in your rotor, and it's a way to, when you set your rotor on landmark, and if you flick up or down, you will navigate from one landmark to another. I find that you may only have one landmark on a page near the top, and it's often also a heading, like a major heading at the top of a page. But that's
thank you.
The short answer.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Who's got a new question for us? We still got lots of time before the halftime, so we'll get there faster if we get more questions.
It's Betty again.
Okay, Betty.
Well, I'm kind of new to this voiceover adventure, and I am sort of curious. There are many things apparently you can put on the rotor, and I'm wondering if there's some kind of hierarchy. Perhaps it's personal preference, or maybe how many things do people generally have on that rotor?
That's one of those questions that you ask 1,000 people, you'll get 1,000 different answers.
Pete.
Anybody want to help out Betty with how to manage what's on her rotor?
This is Pete.
Go ahead, Pete.
However many you want, Betty. Optimally, you're trying to get as few as possible, but you really need to go through the rotor list, which is in your settings app, and look at the individual items and decide on your own what would be important to you. Definitely certain things, like if you use your rotor to select and edit text, to copy and paste and things like that, certain rotor items are absolutely critical to those types of functions. But other ones are pretty much up to you. I have probably 8 or 10 items on my rotor, but someone else might have 3 or 4. So there's really no rhyme or reason. There's no standard number. I don't know if that helps.
This is Brad, and the rotor is also contextual. You can have things turned on in your rotor settings, and they will only show up when they are applicable to the current situation. And Pete, you want to be more specific about where she can find the rotor settings?
Yeah, Betty, if you go into your settings app, which is an icon on one of your home screens, go to settings, go down to accessibility, then go flick twice to voiceover, double tap on voiceover, and then flick all the way almost down toward the bottom, but toward the bottom of the screen, and you'll find an item that says rotor. If you double tap on rotor, flick once or twice, you'll get to an item called rotor settings. And if you double tap on that, then you will see a long list, probably maybe a couple of dozen of different items. And you can choose one to be in your rotor by selecting it, in which case VoiceOver will tell you selected before it reads the name of the rotor item.
Pete, is it possible to rearrange the order of those items on your rotor?
Yes, it most certainly is, Brad. How nice of you to ask. And Betty, you
might
can
want to tell her how she can do that. Yes.
Okay, Betty, if you want to know, you can rearrange the sequence in that list by double tapping on drag rotor item, I think it says. But there's ways for you to do that. I would have to go in there and look at the actual items in there to tell you precisely. But I could do that if Brad would like me to go check that out. Did that help at all, Betty?
Yes, because I was playing around and letting VoiceOver just read me all of this. And that's hence the question. There were so many choices because every time, if you had, say, 10 things, 12 things on your rotor, and you wanted to get to, say, characters, you have to turn through all 10 of them, don't you, to get to what you want?
Or you can turn in either direction, either clockwise or counterclockwise. So if you go if you go clockwise and you flick to characters, then words, then lines, and then you say, well, I want to go back to characters, you can then flick counterclockwise and only have to go back 2 items. But yes, the more you have in the rotor, the more items, then the lengthier it will be to get around that dial. So your objective in selecting items would be to pick those that you really only know you're going to use. Certain things in Safari, for example, if you go into the Safari browser for internet research, there are certain things like headings and links that are very crucial there. And then again, when you're into selecting text or editing text, and as Brad said, these will automatically appear sometimes if they are relevant to the location where you currently reside when you're turning that rotor. So it's just a matter of playing with them, getting used to it, see what's in there. And then as you learn the number of items on the rotor and where they're located and in what kind of a sequence, you become familiar with that. Then your navigation will become more effective and more precise.
Efficient, yes.
Efficient.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pete. Well, hopefully so. Go check it out, Betty, and get familiar with it. And the more you use it, the more it will make sense to you. And you can always change it. You can always constantly, you say, oh, I've done this for a while. I've learned something. I think I want to make some changes to it. It's whatever works best for you. Okay, try that out. Who's got another question
Dawn
for us?
from Houston.
Go ahead, Dawn.
I just had a quick question about the rotor. How do you get to the rotor? Do you have to do the turning of the finger motion?
Yep, it's always there with VoiceOver is on, and you do it. I always think of it as I'm turning a bottle cap, or I'm turning a dial when I'm using. I use my thumb and index finger, but sometimes people who have longer fingernails may have to come up with a way of working with it, because your fingernails your actual finger, your skin has to touch it. It feels that. It won't respond to a fingernail, I don't believe. But some people come up with different techniques. Some people may want to hold their fingers flatter. I know some people will actually put their fingers on the phone, but they twist the phone. They find that works better for them. But myself, I do it like I envision myself turning a bottle cap. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Randy.
Yeah, Randy.
Hey, Brad, I just want to add a technique that's good for using the rotor is, for example, I use my thumb and my index finger, and I hold it at a 45-degree angle at the screen, so I get more of a smoother turning, whether you go clockwise or counterclockwise. And you'll find that if you're just getting used to using the rotor, you'll find that one hand is more dominant than the other, and you'll be more proficient with one hand than the other.
Right. Yeah, everybody's a little different, so you figure out what works best for you. Thank you, Randy. Hey.
Hello.
Yes, who's this?
My name is Beth. I'm new to this.
Hello, Beth. Welcome.
And I find it very interesting to use thumb and forefinger to do the rotor.
How do you do the rotor?
Well, I was doing it with the left forefinger, right forefinger, and then I was doing
too.
And then I was doing it with the two fingers to the right hand. But thumb and first finger is the easiest for me.
Yeah.
But also, I was very interested in how to use these different. The whole thing is fascinating to me, and I thank you for letting me be a participant.
Well, we're glad you're here. Feel free to, if you have a question, state your name, and myself or whoever is a facilitator on the call will call on you, and you can ask a question. Okay? We're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Okay, who's got another question for us?
Linda.
Linda, go ahead.
In my email, when I'm writing an email, there's two addresses that it says my email is from. How do I change it from the one that's there? I have to change it every time, but I'd like to change it to the other email address. I don't have to change it every time.
You on your iPhone, you're saying when you send an email, it's showing two email addresses.
Well,
correct?
it's showing one, but it's showing the one that I don't want to use. I just click on it and change it to the one that I want to use. But I'd like to not have to change it every time.
I'm thinking you have more than one account.
Yes.
And, well, I have more than one account, but I have a primary account, and mine seems to always send from a primary account. I might go in and review your account settings for each account. I mean, you have it all inboxes, correct?
Yes.
I'd
have to look at this. Anybody got any ideas
Jody.
about this? Yeah, Jody.
Yeah. So go to settings and then go down to apps and then go down to mail. And you probably have to change your primary selection. So you probably, the email address you don't want is probably the one that's been selected as primary. So then you want to go go to the one that you do want and make that your primary account. And then the emails will show up under that account.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Jody. And I know on mine, if I reply from whatever account that I received the email from, that's what it's going to send it out on. Yes, thank you. All righty. Who's got another question? We still got
Ed?
Ed, yes.
Yeah, I hate to beat the rotor to death, but you mentioned that when you are in a particular app, the rotor will choose which ones are applicable to that app.
Well,
and how does that work? And is there any way of just depending on that to choose the things that are?
Yeah. Well, the rotor. This is Brad. The rotor is contextual. So, for example, if you're in an app or something that does not have HTML elements, okay, none of your rotor items, such as links or headings, are going to show up, okay, because there are no HTML content. So those things are not relevant, and they're not going to show up in the current context. If you're in something that, well, everything's got text, but maybe it's not editable text, so text selection may not show up because, but I think that shows up even when it's not editable. But depending upon the app, I mean, if things are not, if you're not able to do something in a certain app or certain contextual situation, those things are not going to show up. The thing is really pretty smart. Okay.
So, this is Ed.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have all of these rotor items on the rotor, and the ones that aren't applicable to that app don't show up, then would that not be just a good thing? And you don't have, so you don't have everything that you put on the rotor that you have to choose from. Is that right?
Yeah, it's going to automatically not show the things that you couldn't do anything with if they were there.
Okay.
Like I said, if you're on when you're on your home screen, for example, there's no HTML content on your home screen. So you're not going to find headings. You're not going to find landmarks. You're not going to find, links. You're not going to find visited links, non-visited links, which I don't have that on anyway because it's just, too much stuff. But all that kind of thing would not show up because there's no HTML elements on the homepage. Okay? I don't believe text selection does not show up on the home screen because there's no text to select. Okay, that's a good one. Somebody verify that. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
This is Ed. Is there anything on there that wouldn't show up? Like if you don't have it listed and you have it on an app, it would choose that one because it's usable, or?
Well,
I'm just trying to figure out whether, would it be wiser to have everything on there, or If you don't have anything on there, does
okay, hang on, Ed. Who am I hearing here?
Terry.
Terry, go ahead.
If you think of your rotor is like your desktop, whether it's your desktop on a computer or your physical desktop, on your desk. If it's got lots of stuff on it, if your rotor has lots of stuff in it, it's going to be cluttered and confusing to use. So you only want to put those things in there that you know you're going to use, so it doesn't become real cluttered. So no, you definitely do not want to select everything that's in your rotor, because chances are you're not going to use everything there. If you don't select it and don't put it in your rotor itself, from that list of rotor items, no, it will not show up if it's something that might be used in a specific situation, because you did not put it on your desk. It's still in the desk drawer. So no, you can't use it unless you actually put it in the rotor itself by doing a double tap to select it in that whole list of rotor items.
Thank you, Terry. But back to I think what you were asking, Ed, you could turn everything on, but not everything is going to always show up. Your iPhone does a pretty good job at figuring out what items are, what's the right word, applicable to the current situation. That's what we mean by contextual. Okay, like I said, again, my example was if there are no HTML elements, like on your home screen, there's no HTML elements. So anything that pertains to selecting an HTML element, like on a web page, will not be in the rotor, because the iPhone knows there's no HTML content on this page that you're looking at. So no HTML items will be in the rotor. But when you go to a web page, they will be there, because your iPhone knows you're looking at something that contains HTML elements. Okay?
This is Pete.
Okay, Pete, real quick, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Maybe I can put this to bed. There's 2 iBUG Cafe episodes in which Sri and I presented an introduction to VoiceOver in an audio tutorial, the first of which is episode 112, and it occurred on September 14th, 2024, and it was the introduction to VoiceOver, including gestures, in which we also addressed the rotor in some pretty good detail. So those of you who are not familiar with the rotor, Dawn, Betty, Ed, I know you're familiar with it, but go to the iBUG, go to the website, check out iBUG Cafe number 112 from September 14th, 2024, and that might just answer some questions.
Excellent. Thank you, Pete. And with that,
this is Cindy.
Now, hang on, Cindy. We are at the halfway point, and we'll pick this up again.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll pick this up again.
Okay.
When we come back. Right now, what we want to do is give an opportunity for anyone who has joined us late in the call, did not get a chance to introduce yourself at the beginning, to have an opportunity to do that. So here, take the spotlight and introduce yourself and tell us where you're joining us from.
Paul in Columbus.
Hold it. I didn't. Try it again. One at a time.
Paul in Columbus.
Okay, welcome.
Mo in Texas.
Welcome, Mo. Welcome, Paul.
Linda, Texas.
Welcome, Linda.
Pete, Florida.
Welcome, Pete.
Kathy, Tulsa.
Welcome.
Beth in Washington.
Welcome, Beth.
Dawn from Houston.
Dawn. And who else do we have?
Dee in Southern Illinois.
Hello, Dee. Welcome.
Hey.
Mary B., Pennsylvania.
Welcome, Mary. Who else do we have?
Elizabeth from Newfoundland, Canada.
Welcome, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Okay.
In Vanessa, Georgia.
Welcome, Vanessa.
Hello.
Anybody else? Okay, I think that's it. So now it's time for what I know everyone's been waiting with bated anticipation. Time for the movie clues. And to do it, let's see, I believe we have the real, authentic iBUG guy out there lurking somewhere. iBUG guy, are you there?
One of these days, dinner they gotta get going. Out of the door and down to the street all alone. Chugging like the doodah man once told me.
Yes. I'm back again, trucking in from who knows where. And obviously that was in honor of the late, great Bob Weir. All right, man, what a great group there is here tonight. I've been listening in here for the last little bit. A lot of good questions and answers being shared there. All right, we are going to find out what the movie is for this Friday. But first, I know some of you guys, well, probably most, if not all, have been out to dinner with friends or family, or gone to dinner at someone else's home. So I just ran across this little article that said 10 things you should never do at the dinner table. Anybody have any ideas what's on that list?
Licking your fingers.
What's that?
Licking your fingers.
Licking your fingers. Well, yeah, that's a good one, but it wasn't on this particular list. But anyway.
Putting your elbows on the table.
Elbows on the table, yes.
I was just going to say that.
Another good one.
Talk with your food in your mouth.
Talk with your food in the mouth. Another good one. You guys are coming up with, I'm going to send these in to this person that wrote this article because he didn't put any of those on the list so far.
Burping out loud.
That's what I was going to say.
Using a toothpick.
Yeah.
Using the iPhone.
Smacking your lips.
Okay.
Using the iPhone.
Okay, let's hold it right there. So I'm going to just read through his top 5, and maybe we'll do the next 5 next week. Number 1, well, I don't know if these are in any particular order. Reaching across the table.
Oh, yeah.
To grab something. Probably, a lot of us probably don't have that problem.
Boarding house
anyway.
reach.
I was going to say that.
How about hovering over your plate instead of picking up the food off the plate and bringing it up to your mouth? I don't know. Some people with a little bit of vision, though, tend to get close to the plate just to help them see
Gotta look for those peas.
where things are. How about blowing your nose at the table?
Oh, God, I hope not.
Oh, here's one. I know everybody violates it. Using your iPhone.
Yeah, Linda just said that.
Okay.
Burping at the table.
Somebody said it. And slurping was number 5.
Oh, yes.
Right.
So there we go. That's the top 5. We'll try to catch the next 5 next week. But we've got to now get into Michael.
Ow.
All right, very good. That's probably another thing you shouldn't do at the dinner table, by the way. Don't try to do what I just tried or did. All right, here we go. We're going to do some clues, some rules first, though. Everybody can stay unmuted for this portion. We want everybody to. How many we got? Ooh, we got 50-something people in the room tonight. So everybody would like everybody to play. You can unmute yourself for this part only, as long as you don't have background noise. We're going to have 5 clues. You get 1 guess per clue. If you've been a winner in the last 3 weeks, you're not eligible. If you're one of our bullpen people, you're not eligible until we call you in later. So let's get down to it. Clue number 1. one. Usually I talk about where the movie is set or when, but this week we're going to switch it around a little bit. Number one, production for this week's film took place primarily in the great state of Georgia. Do we have any of our Georgians in the house tonight? Our film this week, production of our film this week took place primarily in Georgia. Okay, that was about as helpful as all the other setting clues. So we're going to move right along to clue number 2. A city in the film is known for its signature green color. A city in the film known for its green color. It's not even close to St. Patrick's Day. I don't know about that. Anybody even out there? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we hear you.
Everybody is clueless, but that's not the name of the film. That is a film, but that's
it is.
Here we go. Clue number 3. The climactic, emotional farewell scene between two of the characters takes place in a secluded glade.
A what?
A secluded glade. Whatever a glade is. I think it's like a little grassy area.
Like a meadow.
Yeah, woodlands.
Of course, there's also the Glade air freshener, but I don't think that's what they're talking about here.
No, but that's probably where the Glade air freshener got its name.
Maybe so, yeah.
Outdoors in a beautiful little flowery, grassy area. Man.
Helping them.
Okay. Moving right along. Clue number 4. Is that not right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, we're going to 4.
I'm counting on my fingers, otherwise I wouldn't know.
One of the characters is known for their signature mode of travel, which is a giant bubble. One character is known for their signature mode of travel or transportation, which is a giant bubble. Oh, man. All right. We're going to have to let the bullpen out now.
Val.
Oh, Val's coming in. Wait, Val, didn't you win just recently?
No, that's so to 2025.
Okay, I think Val's got it. She was too quick.
Is it Bubble Boy?
Oh, Bubble Boy is...
Oh my goodness.
I hate to bust your bubble, Val, but it's not quite tonight. Good try. Anybody else? Oh, I thought for sure she had it.
Linda?
Linda. Oh, Linda's got it. She's got grandkids.
The boy in the bubble?
The boy in the bubble. Oh, I see what she's doing. She's giving the correct title.
How about clue number 5?
I didn't even get that when Val said it, but now that Linda said it, ooh, maybe
number
it
5.
could be correct. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, Linda. Guess what? Your bubble is burst also. Good try. All right, we're moving on. Clue number 5. Another character. All right, we're giving you all the clues about the characters. Another character's flying ability is tied to the iconic broom. Who can fly on a broom? Val, you don't get to go that quickly.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm making a new rule. Everybody,
See what I get.
everybody whose name starts V must
Discrimination.
must wait one. No, you have to wait 30 seconds. Okay, starting now. Anybody?
Wicked.
25. Who's it? Wait,
Wicked?
Don't shout out the
Ooh.
answers. You got to say your name.
I did, Val.
It's not been 30 seconds yet.
This is Paul.
10, 9,
Oh my
8, 7, 6.
Paul.
Anybody else want to jump in?
Paul.
5,
Mm-mm-mm.
4.
Paul said something.
Oh, Paul. Paul.
Not me.
Okay.
No, the other Paul.
3, 2, 1. 3/4.
This is Terry.
1/2. Terry.
This is a wild guess because I don't ever know anything. But It.
What's that?
The movie It.
It? Like
IT.
IT?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I think that's the name of the movie.
It.
Yeah, It.
Okay. You sure it's not E.T.?
I'm sure it's not E.T.
Okay.
No, he went home a long time ago.
It is. It. Oh, good try, Terry. And that's not it either. Okay, Val, we're going to give it to you.
Well, I said Wicked.
Wicked!
Yes.
Oh, Val! We've already seen Wicked. Sorry. Anybody else?
Is it Ed?
Ed.
Wicked 2, is it? Wicked Part 2?
Wicked Part 2. I believe the correct, well, I can't say the correct title, but Wicked Part 2. I'm going to have to caucus with the judges on this one. I'll be right back.
No, I would like to know more about the more recent series about vampires.
Wicked. No, you said
I can
Wicked Part
barely
2.
hear you, Pete.
No, Part 2. Yeah. I know, he's crazy, right? All right, I'm back. The judges have ruled Wicked Part 2 is unfortunately Ding, 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 ding. Yes, correct. Way to go, Ed. We are watching
Oh,
Wicked Part
cool.
2.
Yeah, attaboy, Ed.
Wicked for
Way to
good.
go,
Wicked for good.
Ed. And part 2 is also subtitled For Good. Wicked for Good. Way to go, Ed. Yes, that's our feature presentation, which just got released recently, a couple of months ago. Rated PG, about 2 hours, 17 minutes.
Woohoo!
Short after
it's
last
a
week.
pop. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an hour shorter. It's a pop musical fantasy movie directed by John Chu, and also brings back the stars Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande and Jeff Goldblum, main stars in the film. So if you haven't seen Wicked, saw a year ago, Wicked Part 2, which does closely follow the events of The Wizard of Oz. Oh, we got to give Mr. Ed something. Oh, look here, Ed.
The Nimbus 2000.
If you haven't seen the movie, this may not mean too much, but those that are familiar with the movie, there is the awesome Grimory. The Grimory, which is owned and protected by the main character played by Cynthia Erivo. I forgot her character's name.
Elphaba,
yes. Thank you for that. Yeah. Elphaba has the Grimory, which contains real magic spells. Not those common spells, those ancient, powerful, and often irreversible incantations. So there you go, Ed. We spared no expense to bring that to you.
Thank you. I can't wait to get a screwdriver into that and see what it's all about.
Oh, no, I've been handed a note that cannot be sent across national borders, unfortunately. So if
I'll pick it up in Buffalo. I'll pick it up in Buffalo.
If you'll come down to Georgia, you will play with the Grimory. All right. Congratulations, Ed. Thanks, everybody, for playing. And
maybe we'll have over 100 people will want to join in.
We will be seeing you guys later this week at the movie.
If you don't lay 'em down.
All right. Wicked 2. Friday night audio described movie. Yeah, maybe we'll get over 100. We'll see what happens with that. Anyway, now we've got that in the books. Let's move on to tonight's BuzzBytes segment. We're going to talk about a little something we have talked about a couple of times or two recently on the Buzz Call. So without delay, let's listen to the recording. A topic that has come up several times on the Buzz Call recently has to do with moving or relocating an app on one of your iOS screens, either to another location on the same screen or perhaps to another screen altogether. So I thought we'd take this opportunity and look at it tonight. I am holding in my hand my iPhone 16 Pro, which is running iOS 26.2, the current version of the iOS operating system. I have an app here on my screen that I would like to move. It is the Preview app. Preview is an app that Apple added to our iPhones, I believe, during the iOS 26 cycle, and I have not done anything with it. It's just wherever it happened to land when it showed up on my iPhone. I'm going to take this opportunity and move it to another folder I have on my home screen, my number 2 screen. I have a folder called iOS Extras where I have a lot of apps such as the Wallet app, Watch app, things that Apple puts on our iPhones. I collected them all and put them in one neat and tidy location, and we're going to move this preview app to that location. So to get started, again, I have my focus on the app I want to move. Preview. Now, your rotor on your home screen should default to the actions rotor, okay? But just to make sure, I'm going to do a clockwise rotor action one time.
Characters.
And now I'm going to go counterclockwise.
Actions.
And I
Evade.
see that I'm right back where I started, and I am, in fact, on actions. On actions, if I swipe up, there should only be 2 choices here. Activate, which of course will open the app, and edit. So let's swipe up and see what we've got.
Edit mode.
Edit. Swipe up again.
Activate. Default.
Back to activate. So I've only got 2 choices, and it doesn't matter whether you swipe up or down. You're just going to cycle between the choices, and in this case, it's 2 choices. So I'm going to swipe up.
Edit mode.
I'm going to do a 1-finger double tap. Once you enter edit mode, you don't want to stall around or it will exit edit mode if you take too much time sitting there doing nothing. So once we go in it, we're going to kind of move. Okay, so I'm going to
activate, default, edit mode.
I'm in edit mode. I'm going to do a 1-finger double tap.
Started editing.
Okay, it started editing. I'm going to swipe up.
Drag preview.
Can drag it.
Delete.
Delete it.
Stop editing apps.
Stop editing.
Activate. Default.
Activate also deletes it.
Drag preview.
And now I'm going to go back to drag preview. Do a 1-finger double tap.
Claude is editing.
Now it just picked another app on my screen. You heard it say Claude is editing. It's really preview, but I'm in edit mode. Now when I'm on another app on my screen, and it could be Claude or it could be
Tubi is editing.
Tubi, whatever Tubi
Drops
is.
available.
Okay?
Actions available.
Drops available. Actions available. I could either
cancel drag.
Cancel it.
Create new folder with Tubi and preview. Drop ready.
Okay, create a folder with the other app.
Drop preview after Tubi. Drop ready.
Okay, drop it after the app.
Drop preview before Tubi. Drop ready.
Drop it before, but what I want to do is go to another screen. So I'm going to find my screen chooser.
Page 5 of 6. Adjustable.
Okay, and I am going to swipe down.
Page 4 of 6. Page 3 of 6. Page 2 of 6.
Page 2 of 6. I'm going to locate the iOS Extras folder in the upper left-hand corner.
iOS Extras folder is editing. 28 apps.
And I am going to swipe up.
Cancel drag. Add preview to iOS Extras folder.
And
Drop
that's
ready.
What I'm looking for. And I'm going to do a 1-finger double tap.
Drop complete.
Drop is complete.
29 apps.
You heard it say 29 apps in that folder because we just added one to it. Now, I want to get out of edit mode. There's 2 ways I can exit. I can go back to the app, which I'm already focused on it, and I can swipe up.
Activate. Default. Drag iOS Extras folder. Stop editing apps.
Stop editing.
Finished editing.
Okay, I went ahead and chose that. Alternatively, I could go to the bottom of my iPhone screen and do a swipe up to that first pop, which is the go to home gesture, and that same gesture when in editing will also get you out of editing. So there's 2 ways to do it. It doesn't matter how you do it. So that's a little quick look at how to move a app on your iPhone screen from one screen to another. I hope you found this demonstration useful, and we'll see you next time. All right, so now let's open it up for questions. And again, as always, let's keep our questions about the BuzzByte demo, and we'll go back to regular questions later on. So you should be able to unmute yourselves and ask a question. Yes, you should be able to unmute.
This is Ed.
Yes, Ed.
I'm just curious to know what the advantage of having all of those in a folder as opposed to having them on, say,
just personal choice.
Page.
It's just personal choice.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody got a question about moving apps on your home screen or to a different screen? Wow, did I do that good a job? I don't believe it.
This is Dan.
Go ahead, Dan.
Apparently, when you did your demo, what I'm asking is that time is not a factor when you're moving when you're trying to find a new page? It's not going to time you out?
I don't know. As long as I'm doing something. I noticed when I was getting ready for it, I recorded this, and in the middle of it, I stopped to explain something. And I don't know how long a time I had, but I heard my iPhone say, stopped editing. So if I, just delayed and, talked and, wasn't really doing anything because I took maybe 15 seconds to explain something, it timed out and it left editing. So that's why I said, once I start, I'm going to move. I'm not going to give it an opportunity to think I'm not doing anything and time out on me. So, but when I was moving from screen to screen, obviously I was doing stuff and there wasn't a long period of time between swipe gestures or something like that. So that's what I meant. Just, you need to keep moving. Don't stop and ponder the situation. Keep moving.
Right,
You can always
okay.
just pick up and go again, but I mean,
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't make for a good recording if I have to stop and start it
Right.
again.
Okay, thank
This
you.
is Pete.
Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, don't dawdle, right?
Exactly. Don't dawdle.
Fred, hearkening back to one of our discussions in the first half of tonight's buzz, would this actions rotor would it not fall into the category of a contextual menu that we were talking about?
Action seems to always be there. And as a matter of fact, it is not in the list of rotor items you can add or unselect and not have it. It is there whether you like it or not. And the things that are on the actions rotor are contextual. So yes, in that regard, yes.
Right.
Things on actions are contextual. And we could perhaps look at that in another Buzz Bite segment. Look at different situations and what's in the actions rotor. But, I don't know how that would work. We'll see. But yes, it changes. It is definitely, the items in the actions item on the rotor is definitely contextual.
This is Cindy.
Go ahead, Cindy.
Yeah, I'll have to listen to it again. You did so many things. I got kind of distracted. I was trying to pay attention, and page 5 and folder and upper right corner and all those things. I got confused. The rotor part was understandable.
None of that really matters. What I did is I started out on page 5, and the what is it, the screen selector or screen chooser, whatever we want to call it, is right above, it's in the center right above the dock. And depending upon how many screens you've got, and I think I've got 5, but I knew that iOS extras folder is on screen 2 and it's in the upper corner. None of that really matters. But what I showed was that I could have moved it to another location on that same screen, or I moved it to a different screen, which gave me the opportunity to show you how to use the screen selector. And I went to screen 2, and I knew that iOS extras folder is in the upper left corner. But it doesn't matter. It's on your iPhone. You'll do something different. It's your iPhone. That was just mine.
I love the bites. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Anybody else? Okay. Hearing no further questions, we'll go back to our regular Q&A. And let me go back to Cindy, because Cindy had a question right before we went to halftime. And I told her we'd wait, and I did not forget. So as long as you remember what you wanted to ask, Cindy, go ahead.
I actually do. I'm shocked. Let's see.
Shocked that you remember, or shocked that I remembered?
Shocked that I remembered. Let's see.
Okay.
When you say, I know the rotor does different things on different pages, and sometimes it does things I don't want it to, like volume and speed, and I have to change it to characters or words when I'm on that page. But when you say HTML, are you talking about video rather
I'm talking about
than
web elements, headings, links, buttons, checkboxes, things of that nature? Those are HTML elements. Things that you would see on a web page.
I see. Okay.
And you might find links and headings in an email. It's possible that people could put certain HTML elements like that. Obviously, you're not going to find checkboxes and things in an email unless it's a form that's in an email. But that's what we generally mean, web elements.
Okay. Thank you.
And who's got a next question for us? We got lots of time because we went through that demo.
This is Mary.
I got 30 minutes. Go ahead.
Hi. Okay, so the whole the iBUG byte reminded me of folders and things like that. So I going into the library, I have some apps that are not in folders, and then there are folders which I did not create. When I guess I had updates or changed phones or whatever, folders were added, and there are some of the apps that are the same app in outside the folders and some that are in the folders. And I don't want to delete anything because I'm thinking, if I delete an app thinking it's, there twice, would it erase or delete the second one? And it's very confusing. I'd rather even not have folders. I would just rather just have my apps all at once without folders.
Well, I wish there was an option to just turn the app library off, but there isn't. I just don't even go to it. Anybody have any thoughts on the app library and why some apps seem to be in more than one place in the app library?
This is Deb.
Anybody? Go ahead, Deb.
So I think what that is in the app library, I think it just lists like 2 or 3 things that are in that folder, and then it has like the name of the folder or whatever. But I think you either use that or you just use your regular home pages. I mean, I think you can do either, but I think that's what that is in the app library. I think they're just listed there, a few of them that's in that folder, and then it tells the folder name.
Liz?
Okay, who did I hear? Did I hear Beth? Yes. Go ahead.
The app library, those are suggested folders. They're not reflective of how you have your actual pages set up for your home screen and your page 2 and your page 3. They're just suggestions on that screen. Okay. I have most of my apps in folders because I don't want to go through swiping to find an app through, 20 pages. So I have mine in different folders. So I only have 3 pages. And it makes sense to me. So whatever makes sense to you is how you can set up your home screen and subsequent pages. And the last one is all suggestions, because that is not at all how mine are loaded.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that answers that. I still wish there was a toggle to just
This is Dee.
hide it. Go ahead, Dee.
Yeah, I thought the app folder where they have those suggestions, I thought that was for the type of app that it is, where there'd be games or productivity or things like that. And some things could carry over into 2 categories. That's why they would be in 2 folders.
Okay. Good to know. I'll have
Did
to
I
spend some more time with it. Who'd I hear?
Randy.
Randy, go ahead.
Yeah, another way to find an app that you're not sure where it is you just put the voiceover focus somewhere on a home screen, do a 3-finger swipe down, and you'll go to Spotlight. You can start typing in the first few letters of the app. And then click right.
Yep. Very good.
Thank you.
Or just ask Iris to open it. Go ahead. Who'd I hear? I thought I heard somebody. All right.
This is Mary.
Okay, Mary.
Well, thank you for all the suggestions. And the other thing is that the reason why I go to the library is that I have my apps on 2 pages, but it doesn't list all of the apps in my pages.
Okay.
Which is, I don't know, the whole thing's really confusing to me.
Maybe you have some apps that you deleted from your home screen, but they're still in the app library. That may be another BuzzByte demo I do next time. I'm up. It has to do with in the Actions rotor, you could delete apps, and it asks you how you want to do. You want to delete them from the home screen, but keep them in the app library, or just delete them from your phone altogether. So.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? And we'll move on. New topic, new question.
This is Deb with just one more
Yes,
thought
Deb,
on
go
that.
ahead. You can have the last word on this.
So there is a way that when you download a setting that you can use for when you download apps, where it'll go either onto your home screen or you can set it to go into the app library. At least there used to be. So when you downloaded a new app, instead of landing in your home screen, it landed back there in that app library. That might have changed. That I haven't used that or whatever for a long time, but I did used to have mine set that way.
Where is that, Deb? Where is that setting? In the app store, perhaps?
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was in the App Store.
I'll go
yeah.
look. I've not.
It's been a long time since I looked at that, but I know that there used to be that way you could download them, and that might be why some of them are landing there.
Yep, could be. All right, very good, very good. All right. Anybody got another question, another topic? We've got a lot of time till the top of the hour, and I know everybody's anxious about that after buzz, but we have to get there first.
This is Dan with a question, I guess.
Okay, Dan, go ahead.
Okay, since we're kind of hitting a dead spot here, I want to talk about shortcuts relating to Orion. In shortcuts, there's a shortcut that will immediately cause the person to get into Orion, and it'll start searching for stuff. But I thought it was possible to just close out shortcuts and just tell Siri to do that. I can do that with 2 shortcuts that I made. I can just tell Siri, activate blah, 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 or whatever, without even having shortcuts turned on. But my question is, is there a way to just tell the S lady to activate the Orion shortcut without having it open?
Is there a way to ask Iris to run a shortcut? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, for Orion.
Well, I would think you need to know the name of the shortcut, because I have several on mine that were actually written by someone much smarter than I am, and I'm able to run them, and they're in my shortcuts app, and I am able to just say the phrase run, and then say the name of the shortcut, and it will run it.
This is Dan, but you're doing that with the shortcuts closed. You're just telling the S lady to do that.
Right, I can do that from anywhere, from my home screen, and I just say I activate Iris by pressing the side button and holding it down. I don't use hey SIRI or anything like that, but you could do it that way too if you use that. I have it turned off. I think it's a security problem, but anyway, that's just me. But anyway, so I invoke Iris and say run and say the name of the shortcut.
This is Dan. So maybe I'm just not getting the name correct, so I'll have to.
Or the
work
name
on
is
that.
tricky and Iris doesn't understand it. Maybe you could rename the shortcut to something that's more easily understandable. Are you saying the name is OO something?
Right. Oh, right. Right.
Yeah, it might be a problem. That could be it. You might,
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is Dan. Well, how do you rename a shortcut?
I have no idea. I am not sure. I am not a big shortcut guy. I have, like I said, I have maybe half a dozen, but they have been written by someone else, and they're for specific. They perform certain series of actions.
This is Dan. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. So I'll get in contact with that guy, and
That'd be
he's
a
the
good
shortcut
idea.
king.
Yeah, the shortcut king, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else? New question, new topic?
This is Ed's story.
Yes,
I just
sir.
wanted to say something about shortcuts. Like if you go into the shortcuts app and you set up an AI to open with the shortcut app, you can do that. And it's been probably a year or more than when I was messing with that app, but I ended up having two AIs, and I don't know which two they are, open together on command, and I had a choice of which AI I wanted to use. And I don't know exactly how I did it, but it was in the Shortcuts app. Like it's all in there. You just follow the
right. Of how to create a shortcut. Yes.
Yeah.
I understand it's pretty simple on iPhone. They messed it up pretty bad, and Tahoe on that device that we don't talk about it here, but iPhone's still pretty okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Okay, who's got something completely new? Maybe we move on to a new topic here. We've still got, 20 minutes, 15.
Even for the little Flintstone vitamins.
I'm going to mute everybody. All righty, I think we had somebody unmuted. So unmute yourself and ask a question.
Okay, now let's try that again.
Terry, go ahead.
Yes.
When you talking about Flintstone vitamins, was it?
No, don't think so.
Okay, good. What you got, Terry?
I don't like Flintstone vitamins. They taste terrible. Anyhow,
whatever. That's a personal
ask me
thing
how
there.
I know. That was a
We're
long
going to
time
keep it
ago.
to iOS, okay? How about that?
Okay. Well, these were iOS Flintstone vitamins.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So anyway, so let's see. When I'm in a text message thread and I want to delete several messages in that thread, it used to, but not the whole thread, okay? So it used to be that I would open up that message and I'd see all these threads all these messages in there, and I would go to more and I would double tap on more, and then I'd swipe to the right or to the left, whatever it is, till I found the next message in that thread that I wanted to delete, and I double tap on that to select it, and I would do that for all the ones I want to delete, and then I would go to the delete button and double tap on that, and it would say, do I want to delete this one, or do I want to delete all of these, or whatever it is, and I would be able to delete all of them. Now it only, even if I select 3 or 4 or 10 or whatever it is in a thread, it only allows me to delete the last one that I selected, even though the other ones are still selected. And this is since I just updated to iOS 26.2.
Okay.
So I'm not sure, is there another way to delete multiple items in a thread?
Okay, well, let's see.
Other
Let's
than with the
see.
delete.
Anybody out there talk to us about techniques for selecting multiple messages within a conversation and and deleting them?
All at
got
once.
Any helpful hints for that? Yeah, we want to select multiple items in a conversation or in a thread and delete them. Anybody? Well, hearing no one, I always go to the message and I flick up or down until I hear it say more, and then I double tap on it.
Yep.
Then I go to the next one. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And I don't know if there's a limit, but I have, and not just in 26, but even before in 18 and even before that, I have selected a bunch and found that not all of them got deleted. So I don't know if there's a limit or what. Go ahead, Terry.
It only lets me delete the very last one that I selected, even if I've selected 5 or 6. I don't know if it's a bug. And by the way, as soon as I get it done here, I'm going to be homeless because I'm updating from SE 2020 to iOS, not iOS, but 17 Pro.
Wow. Very good.
So
big jump.
I'm going to be homeless.
And learn them home screen gestures. Go ahead, Joe.
This is about deleting multiple emails,
yes,
right?
Please, yes.
So what I do is I go
multiple
to
messages in a conversation, not email.
Oh, in a
Text
conversation.
Text messages. Correct, Terry? We're talking text messages.
Yeah, text messages.
It's our first text message question of the night.
Well, if I want to delete if it's a conversation, I just go.
No, she wants to delete messages, individual messages within a conversation.
Yeah, it's been a while since I did that. Sorry.
Gary.
Go ahead, Gary.
I have the same problem when deleting text from a conversation, and I don't know any way around it. So I can only delete one at a time. So
maybe it's a bug.
Maybe I've been able to delete, multiple, but not a huge number of multiples. I wonder if there's a buffer issue. It only holds so many, and maybe the longer the message, the more space in the buffer it takes up. I don't know.
Christina?
Go ahead, Christina.
It does sound like some kind of bug because I remember Annie experiencing something different. She would be in the, she would swipe down on a message, go to more, and she's sort of in that select mode. And she would select multiple messages to forward, but it would only forward one. So there may be something going on wrong there. I know Terry's trying to delete, but same idea or same place anyways.
I don't think I've ever tried to forward more than one message at a time. I don't know. That's a good question. I'll have to try that. And maybe they all lump together in one individual message. Well, if anybody has any answers, play with that. We can maybe come back and talk about that next week. Okay.
This is Jody with a new question.
Go ahead, Jody.
So back to text messages. If you have a text message group with several people in it and one person wants to be removed, how do you remove the one person from the text message group?
Anybody have experience with this can help Jody out? I know it matters. If you have one non-iMessage person in there, you can't do it. One bad apple messes up the entire bunch.
Oh, and you can't remove one person?
You can't remove anyone. It has, unless it's all iMessage people, then you can remove people. But if you have one single non-iMessage, even somebody who's using an iPhone but doesn't have iMessage turned on, will be a problem. Go ahead, Jody.
Yeah, if you go to the name of the group at the top and you tap on that, one of the selections is leave conversation. So I'm assuming that the individual person can do that.
Nope, not if there's one single
Okay, not even
person in the group.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yep, that's a unfortunate reality of it. I have no idea why that limitation exists. It's just there, and it's been there for a while. Anybody got something new? We got coming up on 10 minutes, I think. Ooh, we're at 8
I have
minutes.
something.
Okay, who is this?
Joe.
Okay, Joe.
It's about messages again, but
okay.
I have my messages set to delete after 30 days. And
messages?
Messages. Yeah.
Okay.
And I found stuff. I was writing some Happy New Year messages over New Year, and I found some stuff going all the way back to 2024. So if this was set to 30 days, why is it not deleting?
I have no idea. Maybe I do not know. I know that anybody got any idea? What's going on here? I don't know. Go ahead, Randy.
I'm just taking a guess. It's possible that the messages that are saved before there was a 30-day limit are still saved, and any messages that have been since the 30-day setting will work that way. That's just a guess.
The way it works is that you got three choices. You can keep him forever, or you can keep him for 30 days, or what's the other thing? A year or something like that. Anyway, it's got
never.
Yeah, there's never, then there's 30 days, and I think there's something else. I can't remember.
This is Cindy.
I have 30 days selected.
All right, let's see what Cindy's got to say. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Cindy.
I've got mine on 30 days as well. I wonder if it is a message that's connected to a current thread that you're using.
No, that's not the case. I've got some stuff that hasn't even been that have been old, like really old, that haven't been used in threads. No, I thought of that. No, I've got some that haven't been used since,
Yeah.
It's a mystery. I've seen messages pop up that were old, and I had deleted a conversation with somebody, and I'm pretty sure it had been deleted from my, whatever they call it, deleted messages in that filter area now. And then I'll get a message from somebody, or I'll send a message to somebody, and all these old messages show up in the thread, the conversation that I thought were long gone. It doesn't always start over.
It's Robert.
Go ahead. Let's see what Robert's got.
All right.
I think sort of the same thing Randy was getting at. Just to reiterate a little bit, I don't know when you turned this option on, Joe, but if
years
it was
ago.
Okay. If it was years ago, then, before the 2024, whatever 2023 messages were created, they shouldn't still be there, I don't think. But I don't think it goes back into your messages and deletes anything that's older than 30 days, your back history. I think it just starts from when you turn it on, if I remember correctly.
Well, this is Joe.
Good,
I had
Joe.
that thing turned on when I had my 8+, so it should be working.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked in the past. But
Randy.
Okay, Randy, go ahead.
I'm just thinking that whatever the setting was when the message was created and saved, I think it has some sort of time mark within the, behind the scenes of the message, and it's going to behave that way. Whatever time setting was set, then any new messages arrived at or sent at that setting, they're going to behave with the new setting. But any previous messages that were created or saved under a previous time mark is going to not go away.
I don't get this.
Yeah, I don't understand either. I know that sometimes things are actually in iCloud, and I have seen stuff from a long time ago come back because it's been deleted. It's been cleared out of the deleted items. And I do an iOS update or something, and there's conversations that were long gone that are now there. I don't know. I think it's an iBUG thing. I mean, iBUG. An iCloud thing. It's an iBUG thing, too, yes, but an iCloud thing. All righty. Anybody? We got just a few more minutes. Let's see if we can move on to something new. Maybe somebody's got a couple of 30-second questions here. Let's see. Maybe one or two. What you got?
Dawn from Houston?
Yeah, Dawn, real quick. What you got?
I wanted to know, when I put my phone on charger, it counts like every time it goes up 47% charge, 48% charge. What can I do
Because
to
you
turn
probably have your focus on the battery, whatever we call it, charge level that's in the upper right corner of the screen. Just touch someplace else on the screen and take the focus off of that.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
Anybody else got a nice quickie like that? We got maybe time for one more. All right. Ready here?
This is Deb.
Okay, Deb, real quick.
So I just had for Cindy that didn't like that sound, the setting would be simple to turn off if she doesn't mind all the voiceover settings being turned off. You can go to voiceover within the accessibility settings, go down to audio. And it says sounds and haptics, double tap there, and it'll say voiceover sound. And there's a toggle, you can toggle all the voiceover sound.
Right. That's what Robert talked about. If you have sounds in your rotor, you can flick up or down and turn off all voiceover sounds that way in the rotor. Same thing.
This is Jody.
It's a big sledgehammer. 5 seconds, Jody. Go.
Yeah, the only problem with that is then you don't get the feedback that you really need while you're using voiceover.
Correct. That is correct. And with that, folks, we are going to wrap it up. Reminding everybody, coming up this week, we have the mini buzz tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock Central, 5 to 6 here in this very same Zoom room. We'll talk about wearables and such for your iOS device. Actually, we talk about everything iOS, and we don't talk about it in here. So come join us for that if you are so inclined. Thursday, we have Trekkie Talk. Jody, real quick, what did we talk? What's on Trekkie Talk? Season what?
Voyager Season 3, Episodes 7, 8, and 9.
7, 8, and 9. See, that's why I can't remember. Yep. She's the expert. Thank you, Jody. Friday, we have the Friday Night Audio Describe movie. We're going to watch Wicked 2, or whatever its subtitled name is. And that'll be with pre-movie social time begins at 7. Lots of fun, lots of argle-bargle, lots of name that tune, a joke, all kinds of nonsense. And then the movie starts at 8, followed by after-movie discussion and the iBUG Trivia Buzz. So don't miss any of that. We're off this weekend, and then we'll be back next Monday night and do the buzz call all over again. So with that, we're going to go ahead and turn off the recording here in a second and turn it over to the AfterBuzz crew. So until next week, here we go with the recording. It didn't do it. Did it? I don't think it did it.
Okay. Sorry.